morning, afternoon and evening my crazies, and my name's Angela. I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady and I'm in Australia. That's alright, as I said to you, I am popping over to see the Outlaws. That's what I lovingly call my mother and father-in-law. Right, oh, scrape. Okay, so today I went to Spotlight. It was just a quick, brief in and out job. So come on, let me show you what I brought. Okay, so a little backstory. When I came over, it was a case of a grab and run to the airport. So I only picked up 2 projects. Crazy or what? But yeah, I only picked up 2. One was a top that I was working on, and that pattern will be out at a later point. At this moment in time, I still haven't decided how I want to do the shoulders, so not happening. And the other one was, as a punishment, I picked up some red and black so that I can make some poppies. I'm already on 20. So I'm only early into this little short sharp visit. Okay, so I'm on about day 4 and I'm rocking in my chair, and my mother and father-in-law are like, right, now she needs to go Spotlight. And so we went to Spotlight, but the olds decided they were going to stay in the car, which is perfectly fine. Made it a little bit easier. But of course my mother-in-law has already said, can you do me 10 poppies? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to go and buy some brooch backs. So into Spotlight I go, straight up to a member of staff, where are the brooch backs? So they pointed me to the craft sections. Of course I'm going up and down the craft section trying to find these brooch backs, which I did do. And I haven't got them with me, but it was a pack of 30. This is where I'm going to spit the price. Yeah, $12. Okay, so in theory, if I do the math in my head, it's not actually that badly priced. For brooch backs, it's very comparable. Bit of wind there. It's very comparable with what I would be paying at Spotlight. Not Spotlight, sorry, at Hobbycraft in the UK. Although I'm not sure if they do 30s, I've not wanted to look. So yeah, they were $12. Oh, fingers crossed I've got enough charge. Right, the next item I grabbed was yarn. I needed it. Now, I've been sitting here writing up little patterns for some more coaster sets. So of course I need lots of colours. So what do you do? Yeah, grab a big pack of colours. Now each of these are, where are they? 56 meters. So it's 30 times 25 gram balls. Lots of different colours there, as you can see. So I wonder how many coasters I'm getting out of that. I'll get some other projects out of that. It won't just be coasters, otherwise you lot will get bored with them. Now that pack came in at £21.60. Now I believe there is a discount on that at the moment, but it is not written on the receipt. So what I'll have to do is go on to Spotlight and have a look and see what I got it for. So that's that. And then the last one up is I was going to make June a blanket. Hopefully I've got enough yarn. Now I had a look in the mill end bins, but they only had bright orange and fluorescent orange, I should say, and fluorescent pink. No, I'm evil, but I'm not that evil, because of course I would have to work it out first before I dumped it on her. So I had a quick nose down the aisles to see what other yarns they had on special. Now this one, it was discounted and I got it for $5.10 per 100 grams, which works out UK guys to about £3. Okay, so give or take. I'm just not doing the math properly, otherwise I'll be like, how much? But I'm on holiday, so it's holiday money. Right, okay. So the brand I picked up was the Bella Baby, and it's Baby Wonder 8 ply, which is for the UK lot, it's a DK. Okay, so it's an 8 ply DK or a 3-weight if you're in America. It's 50% acrylic and 40% nylon, and there's 100 grams per ball. And I tell you what, wait, aeroplane. It's really soft. It feels more like an acrylic bamboo or a cotton bamboo mix. But there it is. Now this is in a mint green, so I'm not too sure if it's picking up appropriately on the colour. Please excuse it. I'm not good with the lighting here, and of course I'm on my stupid little laptop rather than my big Bertha computer. So I got it in a solid colour, but then I also picked up another 3 balls, because it is cute. 3 balls in this mixed colour. So we've got a cream, a mint green, and then a foam green, I suppose. So it's 3 different shades of green. That appears to be showing up pretty true to colour. But what I'll end up doing in editing when I get back to the UK is sticking a photograph up that I'll have stolen off a Spotlight. Because we all know how cheeky I am. So here are the photos of what they look like on the website. And as I said, the price I paid for these is $5.10 each. Okay, I'll see you later. There's bound to be more. Okay, so this is a little side note from about a week's time from when I last spoke. Right, so I had that yarn that I brought from Spotlight. I got back crazy on it and I made a blanket. I did run out though. I had 2 rows left to go. So we had to go back to Spotlight and grab another ball. So I've now got sort of 2/3 of a ball left that I'll find another project for. Now this is only meant to be a little lap blanket, so I thought, well, do you know what? I've got the Biddy baby blanket pattern. I'll give that one a go, because I tried a couple of others, but the yarn itself, when it was made into double crochet, is a bit busy. And we all know Poppy's a plain, boring type of person, and the only sort of colour changes she likes are the ones that are seriously controlled. So I just let the yarn do its thing, but what I decided to do was to do that blanket pattern, and I started it off, let me find the right end, with the foundation double crochet method. Now I can't even work out which end's which is good. There we go. Yeah, it is that one. Right, okay, so I started it with foundation double crochet, and then I followed that blanket pattern just for the first 11 rows, and then what I did was carried on doing the repeats of the blanket, but only doing the first block and the last block of each repeat row. And then for the very last row I did 11 rows, exactly the same as the first 11. So it's now given me the little kisses in squares going all the way around the outside, a bit like a border. So I think it would look really lovely done like this with a plainer yarn, not so busy, and then maybe a couple of really cute emblems put on. Maybe you could do it in a light lime, a light green, and then maybe use the daisy tutorial that I put up a couple of weeks ago as as a motif, and you could add that in to sort of the middle of the flower or off to one side or something like that. But now please remember, this is very busy and very, very crazy for me, so it may not show up too well on camera here, but I have got some photographs that I will put in a few moments, and I don't have the exact measurements, but it is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, it's hard to see, 4, 5, it's 6 repeats long, by 1, 2, 5 squares wide. Okay, so it's 5 by 6. I think that's pretty similar to the actual tutorial itself. Right, shut up and let's show you, shall I? Here we go. That is it, and I cannot see if you can see it on screen. So that's one way. Hopefully the sun's not playing too much aggro with it. The colours are really lovely, and it has pulled the colours in a certain way. So one section looks a bit arrowy, which is the top section. We've got this section here that looks arrowed, but then of course I had to change yarn, and it turned out it was spun a different way. So although I took it from the centre pole, it wasn't spun the same, so it gave me a little different pattern there. And then again I've had to change when I got down to the other end, and it didn't match. It wouldn't have been so bad if the crazy design had matched top and bottom and it was just the middle that was out, but it wasn't. They're all out. So yeah, I've still got a lot of work to do when it comes to understanding how these short colour change yarns work. Says the girl who's gone and bought some more because she's really crazy, but I'll tell you about that one in a second. Now I'm going to add in the photographs of this laid out so that you can actually see the pattern itself. Oh, and of course give it back to Junie before she shouts, because I nicked it straight off her legs as she was eating lunch. Okay, so a few days ago we popped up to one of the local shopping centres where there is a Kmart. For anybody that doesn't know, Kmart has everything. So Kmart's a bit like the UK Woolworths used to be, just minus the pick and mix stand. Okay, so we've gone into Kmart and I picked up a couple of tops because I've never got enough tops. So I picked up a couple of tops on sale, mega price. One of them's a vest top that I've got underneath this for $2. That's about 75p. Bonus. Actually, I put the proper price on screen. But then I found that they also do stock some yarns. Now they had it. They had like a shelf. It wasn't a lot. It was probably about the same amount as what would be in my pound shop, my local one, which is really disappointing. But on one of the sections of the stand, it said $2 for 100 grams, and I'm like, right. So I got down low because I'd seen the sign and it was down low, so I got down low. It was empty. Sure, just my luck, innit? So it was empty. So I was looking along the stand just in case it had been put in a different spot, but the problem is none of the colours on the ball bands actually had a name. I'll show you what I mean, because I did end up picking some up, but how can I put this politely? I ended up paying $3.50. UK translation price will be on the side there, but yeah, I paid £3.50, sorry, for each 100 gram ball. Okay, and I'm sure I've got something similar to this at home. So hopefully I will have made the project I'm thinking of making, that I don't know if it's going to work or whatever. But I'll have some left to check what yarn I've got at home and see if it's comparable with any of the other colourways that I've got under different ball bands. But of course can't do that here because all the yarn's back in the UK. Right, so they have what's called Anko. It's A-N-K-O. It's an 8-ply. Translation for everyone else, that is a UK DK and a 3-weight for America. So it's 8-ply classic acrylic yarn, and this is 100 grams, and there is approximately 270 meters. Okay, so we can guesstimate what the size of the yarn is by that. It's tiniest bit thinner than Starcraft not Starcraft, sorry, it's thicker than Starcraft's, thinner than the Aldi or the Everyday DK by Pato. Okay, so here's the colourway. I'm hoping this picks it up. If it doesn't, don't panic, I'm adding the picture on in a little bit. Okay, so it's 100% acrylic, made in China for AU and imported for Kmart stores in Australia and New Zealand. So if you're in New Zealand, you should be able to get this in your Kmart too. Okay, so the care instructions is wash warm a delicate machine wash separately. Do not iron, do not tumble dry, do not bleach, and you can dry clean it on a pea. It's approximately 270 metres, and you use a UK 8, a US 6 or a 4mm. I'll stick to my millimetre hooks, thank you. And but they're saying that's for needles, but most of us do the same for hooks, don't we? And that is all that's on the ball band. No colour, no nothing. So the colours in here, hopefully you can see them. You've got a mint green, but a proper nice mint green, not a bright mint green. You've got a baby pink, you've got a white, and then you've got a light lilac purple. So a nice, it's what I call a nice purple. Now I have been attempting to colour pull this. Now I'm no good at colour pulling. I've not actually managed to complete a project yet. Everything I've tried to colour pull has ended up being stripped back within 2 or 3 rows. I'm probably still not doing it correctly, but this time round I've gone for a corner to corner moss stitch, in the hopes that it will work, because I've worked out that I can get a certain amount of stitches per colour in this moss stitch. I'm just hoping now that once it's done, because I'm not stripping it back, I'm just going to keep going. Get it to a decent size and then bring it, and then sort of run it up the side and then bring it in again, because if it doesn't look nice for me and I don't like the colour mix, I know somebody else that likes crazy colour combinations will, and I'll also be able to tame down the craziness by putting on a plain border. I know I was planning to place a plain border on the other blanket, but the colour that I brought to match with it, that I showed earlier on today, when I did it, it just didn't look right. It didn't blend. It stood out against the other colours because it was the wrong shade. It was more of a blue than a green. It turned out that last roll was more greens than blues. It was like a greeny blue. So it didn't work, so that's why it hasn't got a border, but June's happy with it because it fits over, it drapes over her legs and is just the right length. Right, that's it for now. I may put some more on later. And guess who was daft and didn't bother doing a goodbye screen? So I'm now back in the UK. I've edited it, put this video together so that you can now see it. Thank you ever so much for watching today. I will see you all really soon in a Whips, Bits and Chat on Sunday. So remember, stay chilled, stay happy and keep crafting. Goodbye everybody.